Ignore all the negativity. People are going to notice that you're thriving. People are going to notice that you're doing good. People are going to start disliking you for no freaking reason. People are going to think that their negative opinion matters. Ignore it.
Woo! I was born to flex. Yes. Diamonds on my neck. I like boarding jets. I like more than sex. But nothing in this world that I like more than check.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Diamond, and I'm back and freaking better with another video. So for today's video, I'll be talking about how I started my own business. You know, a lot of people on like my Snapchat, Facebook, on social media period, ask me a lot of questions about how I started my business. Like, you know, what sites do I use? What wholesale sites do I use? Where do I get my stuff from? Where do I get my hair from? How do you look for good hair? And so I just wanted to make a general video for anybody that wants to start their own business, whether it's hair, anything, facial products, lip gloss, clothing, anything. I just want to, you know, inform a lot of people that don't know, so that you guys can go ahead and, you know, start planning the start of your business without walking in there blindfold. I don't know everything. I'm still learning. I started my business in March. It's not like I've been in the game long, but I know enough, and anything I know, I would love to share, you know, to help people that want to start their own business. I guess I can go ahead and start by saying like why, you know, why I started my business. Well, for me, I wanted to start Valentino hair company because like I always seen people, you know, selling hair. And I always had to like, dang, like that's really cool how they do it. Because for one, human hair is expensive as heck. And when I say expensive, I don't mean like expensive as the vendors, they sell it expensive. I mean when people start their own business, they go ahead and sell it for high as hell prices. And for me, I grew up where my mom wasn't really, you know, my mom don't wear weaves. And so we don't need no weaves. And so I had to if I wanted a weave, I had to get it on my own. And so I grew up basically wearing synthetic hair. The first time I had a real weave, it was the first time I could afford a real weave, real hair. It was after I graduated high school. Yeah, so in 2017 was my first time wearing real hair weave. My first time. And you know, I just felt like, you know, for the girls like me, or still to this day, I'm kind of like, I was like, before I was like, well, shoot, I can't afford $300, $400 bundles. And so I would, even after I graduated, I would still resort to wearing synthetic weave because I'm not finna pay $300, $400 for no bundles. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just not that girl. I'm not. And so, you know, I was like wondering, I was like, man, I wonder if, you know, like hair is really this expensive. And I was like, and if it's not, like I would love to, you know, sell hair for girls like me and put it at a lower price, you know, because I just feel like that's where my mind was at. I was like, I would love to sell hair at a lower price so people can get good quality hair and get it for the low. Because I feel like my motto is, you know, supply and demand. My motto is like, if it's good and it's low, everybody will come for it. I don't know, like, sometimes it's different. You know, people gonna shop with whoever they want to shop with. But for me, that's how I feel. If it's good hair and it's low, everybody gonna come for it, and everybody gonna be happy. When you check that out, I don't want you to be like, damn, I just spent $400 on some bundles. No, dang, I just spent like $150, $200 on a 30 inch. Like, dang, this gonna be some good hair too? Okay. So that's where my mind was at when like starting a business. And for me, I have like a lot of grind and determination, man. I've been selling stuff since I was a freshman in high school. I was selling stuff. I used to sell big, huge bags of candies. And let me tell you, I used to come with like duffel bags full of candy and used to sell out like the next day. And because my stuff was low, and I always was doing deals like, okay, you buy a candy, I'm gonna give you one free, you know. So that's how my sale presence, or whatever you guys want to call it. That's my, what is it called? That's my, I can't find the word, but that's how I sell things. And so I just wanted to, sell lower price bundles, good quality, lower price bundles, basically. That's where I was going with, selling hair. And so that idea kept popping in my head. I kept asking people, like, dang, like, have you ever thought about selling hair? Have you ever thought about da-da-da? So I didn't do much research, but I started, like, looking through Facebook, and, like, there was this girl, and she, like, had her own, she sold hair. And she was like, oh, start your own business, da-da-da. So I looked into that. But, like, to me, the prices were still high. And I was like, I don't have that type of money. I'm a college student. I do not have that type of money. And so, I just kept looking, kept looking, kept looking. And finally, like, I got with my cousin, he helped me actually start the business. And I got with him. And I was like, hey, like, let's research some things and how, like, people start business. So, I'm researching. I got, like, a lot of BS things, you know. And then I finally find this video. She's giving me advice, and she says, go to I think the website's called Alibaba. Type in critical aligned. I think it was critical aligned hair. And once I clicked there, Alibaba, first of all, is a confusing ass website. But like I said, I have determination. So I did not let that stop me. I found about like 5 vendors. I contacted each one of them, made them send me their price list. One stuck to me. It was the lowest price list ever. And she stuck to me. Her name was Amy. She stuck to me, and I was like, man, like, this is really, really good price. But I kept going and kept asking other people. Eventually, I found my way back to Amy. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead. And I started ordering just one bundle. I said, I'm going to go ahead and order a sample bundle. So I waited, I ordered it, I waited. And the bundle came in, and it was like a good ass. I was like, damn, I never seen hair this good for this low. And I was in love. I was like, this got to be my vendor. And I was like, not yet. And so the second thing I did, me and my cousin bought actually 3 bundles and a closure, so I can install it in my head. Because Lord, me with hair is like, I don't wrap it at night. I don't do none of that. I'm the worst person to have, like, to take care of weave. And so I just thought, like, I am the best tester. So I put it in my head. I did not wrap it. I didn't do none of that. And the weave, I promise you, the bundles were freaking amazing. And I was just starstruck. Like, my boyfriend, he even touched it, was like, this is the softest bundles I ever felt. And I was just like in love. It was so soft, so silky. It was just like, it was really beautiful. It was beautiful hair, like beautiful hair. And I just fell in love with it. Since then, I was like, okay, this is my vendor. This is what I'm gonna start with. And so from there, I started making my price list. And this is when I was just doing it on Facebook and Snap. And so before I get to, how I started actually selling the hair, I just want to tell you guys now, not all vendors make you buy a big bulk. And like, like I said, I'm a college student. I didn't have the money. And so you do not have to start off with a big bulk of hair. Test your hair, and after that, you should be fine. Test your hair, test your wigs, everything, and you should be fine. If you trust your vendor and you trust your hair and you're ready, then you should be fine. Go ahead and ask your vendor, like, can I do one piece by one piece? And so basically, me and my vendor work together, and people order from me. I give her the addresses, and she sends it off for me. People order from me, I give her the information, she sends it off for me. She has my labels, my Valentino hair labels, So basically, it's easier for me because I don't have to buy a big bulk of hair. Now, I don't have the money right now to buy a big bulk of hair. And if you have bills, if you're saving up and you just want to grind, basically stack, that is the best way to go, because your profit will add up, and add up. And when I say profit, I'm a big fan of, as long as you're not losing money, you're making money. If your profit is $1, which is not a is not a good profit, but still, if your profit is $1, you are still gaining money. You're still gaining money. You're still stacking. And so that's why I'm saying, like, you don't have to start off by buying a big bulk of bundles. Work with your vendor. Talk with your vendor. Everybody wants some money. Your vendor wants some money. Your vendor is as hungry as you. Talk with your vendor. Ask them, like, can you, send it up? Most vendors will. most vendors will be like, of course, you know, especially if you're considering working with them for a long time, they will do it for you. And so that's my method. That's the word I was looking for. But that's my method as of right now. I go ahead, people put in their order. I tell my vendor the order and she sends it straight to them. Um, it probably will be my method for a long time because, you know, I will have hair on hand in the future, but for right now, I don't. Even if you do have hair on hand, you won't always have everything that your customers want. So you always would have to go to your vendor like, oh, can I have da 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 da. So for me, that was like the easiest way to start when you have little to no money because it's just boom, you know, people pay you for the hair, you pay your vendor for your hair, you get the profit, you keep that profit, you know, however you make your price list, and then the person gets the hair and you're stacking your money. If your profit's $10 each sale, you get $10. If your profit's $50 each sale, you get $50. Your profit's $100 each sale, you get $100. So that is how it's like when you're like doing my method, which is I think is the best way, um, while you're still, you know, not all the way financially stable. I think that is the best way to stack money and to keep money into your business. You know what I do? I separate. My personal account is not my business account. I might invest in myself and put some money into my business account for my personal account, but I will rarely touch that business money to, you know, do something with myself. A lot of people say, you know, but that is your money, you know that, but I'm trying to build my business. I'm trying to have enough money in my business so one day I can be like, okay, let me get 1,000 pieces, da da da. Let me get all these outfits, da da da. Let me get da 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 da. And so I think that's like the best method. After I went ahead and decided that I was going to sell my hair, like I said, I made a price list. I started off with a $50 profit. I wanted my profit to be low because I wanted my prices to be low. Um, I, you know, just got on Facebook, Snapchat, you know, started doing this. You know, I did originally my first two sales, I did do Cash App because I didn't have a website yet. And I think that was like 2 weeks, because 2 weeks after I made a website. But I will say this when we're talking about profits, make sure, because I had that mistake. $50 was too low for my profit because I like to do sales. Like for me, it was too low because I like to do sales. And I can't say, oh, everybody, you know, share this post, you can get $50 off, half off. You know, I cannot do that. And so now my profit is $100. And so it gives me room to give sales, to give $20 off, and I won't be losing much when I give a sale, or when somebody puts in a discount code, I won't be losing much, you know. And so that was very important for me, was to up my profit. And I recently did that because I just was like sick of it. I was like, okay, I have, you know, my prices was good low. I mean, they're still low, but they were good. Like a $50 profit was good when I was trying to gain my customers, but I have enough customers and enough clout, I would say, enough attention. And so now I raised my product so I won't be losing, because I was sick of losing. And remember this, you will be, if you don't do this if you don't love it. Don't do this if this isn't like what you want to do, if this isn't fun for you, if this isn't like, okay, I love this. You know what I mean? Because if you just do it just to make money, you would end up hating it. Because let me tell you, before you make any money, you will lose money, or you will be in a standstill. It's either or. You just don't all of a sudden, oh shoot, make money. You know, it's not weed, it's not it's not drugs. So you gotta actually be out there and, you know, put yourself out there. And for a minute you won't make money. That's all I gotta say, is that for a minute you'll be at a standstill. You won't make money. You'll be promoting. No sale, no sale, no sale. You won't make money. And so me saying that, I just say, you know, stay focused, stay motivated, make sure it's something you want to do, make sure it's something you love, and all of that. But yeah. So after I went off of Facebook and Snapchat, I went ahead and, you know, I was like, man, I need a site where it can be reliable. I went ahead and made a site. And, you know, it was pretty easy for me to make a site. I don't know why. It was hard work. It took long. But for me, I just like doing stuff like that, so it's easy. But I made my site off of Wix.com, which is a site, which is a website that lets you make your own website for free, basically. Um, you have to pay, I think it's like $25 a month if you want to use Wix payments. Like if you want people to buy stuff off your site, then that's when it becomes $25 a month. Once I made a website, basically selling hair was like real. I would just say it was easier, but it was easier for me to like keep track. Definitely orders, keep track of orders. You know, everything was organized. I could add more products. I could do sales. You know, I could give out coupon codes. So, and that way it became easier for me. A lot of people are gonna think that you're a scam, and so it's like hard for you. You know, make sure you tell your people to leave reviews. All that counts because people do think you're a scam if you don't have like no reviews or no none of that. And so make sure on your site you like tell your people, your customers, to leave a review. That's basically how I got to selling hair. I know a lot of people probably think it's really hard. It's not. If you want to sell hair, go ahead and sell hair. Same thing with lashes. Most vendors that sell hair will sell you lashes. I don't. My hair vendor is different from my lash vendor, but most people, yeah, they sell lashes. I just think the rule number one is do not sell your hair without testing it, because if you sell bad hair, people will remember that. People will remember you. Oh, and bad reviews. So make sure you test out your hair. Make sure your vendor, ask your vendor, make sure that they're selling from a factory. Make sure they're selling from a factory. Make sure when you go to Alibaba.com, make sure you type in critical. I think it's critical aligned hair. I think it's something like that. But make sure it's virgin hair or whatever you want to sell, virgin or raw. And I think from there, like, that's all you need. Finding a vendor isn't hard. A lot of people want you to pay for vendor numbers. Do not, and I mean do not pay for vendor number. I don't care if you're looking for a vendor for a month. I don't think paying for a vendor number is it. I would never pay for something that I could look for with my own two eyes, And so I suggest y'all to get on Alibaba, however you say that, and go ahead and look for your hair lash vendor. And then, as you guys know, I don't only sell hair and lashes. After that I started selling accessories and clothing, and I use the same site, Alibaba, to sell my clothing and accessories. I'm about to put in my first bulk order for clothing this week, and so think about it. I've been doing this in March, and I have not put in a bulk order for clothing either. So when you search for clothing, make sure you search for if you don't want to do bulk orders, make sure you search for people that sell one piece. A lot of people do sell for one piece. They may be more expensive, but they still do, and you won't need a lot of money to start your business. It's always better just to start a little. You could start by selling lashes. You could start, just start somewhere. But yeah, I think that's how I started. And as far as like tips and tricks to stay in the like business game, or some advice, I would say be consistent on social media. Be consistent on Snapchat, on Facebook, all that. Don't stop posting your stuff. Even if nobody likes it, keep posting, because at the end of the day, somebody sees it. Keep posting, keep posting, keep posting. Be consistent with your post. Do not get discouraged if you feel like people, especially people that mess with you, do not support you. It doesn't matter. There's so many people in this world. Once you get big or once you get known, people will support you. Like, just don't feel discouraged when like your family doesn't support you, because, but who cares? At the end of the day, who cares? Just keep grinding and keep getting it. Keep moving forward and towards your goals. Set goals every week or every month for your business, so you guys can like always have something to look up to. Like, oh, this week I'm about to get 10 sales. This month I'm about to get 30 sales. Always set goals, because that gives you something to lean towards, to go ahead and, you know, thrive for, to get, you know. Ignore all the negativity. People are going to notice that you're thriving. People are going to notice that you're doing good. People are going to start disliking you for no freaking reason. People are going to think that their negative opinion matters. Ignore it. That's the best thing. That's the best advice I could give you. And, you know, it's hard for me because I don't always ignore that ish. I need to start ignoring it, but that's my mistake, is that I don't always ignore it, and I don't clap back, but I just be like, who are you to tell me, da, 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 you know what I mean? Like, for example, I'm gonna give y'all the tea. If y'all have me on Snapchat, y'all know that a couple days ago, some people decided to bash me because I posted, I'm gonna post a picture up here, but I posted a picture of my closure lifted. And I'm just like, bruh, you're bashing me because I post. Like, it's not that serious. People were like, how can you tell people to sell your hair when your closure's looking like that? I was like, first of all, this is how I feel. I'm always going to be myself. Say that as in, I'm not going to act like I'm perfect, you know? I'm not perfect. And I won't be perfect 24/7. If my closure lift a little, then my closure going to lift a little. Everybody closure lift, you know what I mean? And I will always be that I would never get too bougie for y'all. I would never get too bougie for my customers. I would never get too fake. I would never get too Barbie for my customers. I always would remember where I came from. I will post whatever I want and still tell people to buy my hair because my hair is good. My hair speaks for itself, you know what I mean? And I just feel like all the negative opinion, everybody wants to, you know, bring out their negative opinion, but never wants to say anything positive to you, you know? And so I just feel like what happened to me, that was unnecessary, because I just feel like, you know, I'm going to be myself. And if I want to post my closure a little lifted, you know, in this picture, it is all right. It is okay. Like, it's not that serious. And I literally got, like, homegirl tried to drag me through the dirt over this closure that is mine, that is on my body, that is on my head. And I'm just like, bruh, chill out. But, you know, if you guys ever get in a situation like that, ignore it. Like, I swear to you, ignore it. But be you. And you know what? Always be you. Ignore negative comments, but don't ever let somebody tell you how to run your business. Don't ever let nobody tell you how to be you. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, as far as how they felt about my closure, I could do what I want. I could do what I want. If I wanted my closure to be a little lifted, it's going to be lifted. You know what I mean? Oh well. Oh freaking well. You weren't gonna buy my hair in the first place. You were never interested in buying my hair. You never shared my post. You never did this. But as soon as you felt like you needed to say something negative, you said it. And so people like that I ignore, because you were never supported. So with that being said, ignore all the negative energy. Be you. Stay consistent. Do it because you love it. And, you know, just keep grinding. Do not give up, even if people do not support you. Even if you feel like people do not support you. Remember, I support you. You could be selling the same hair as I sell, and I support you. Period. I support you. Just remember that. Aaliyah Diamond Moore. It might not mean much, but later it might mean the world. Aaliyah Diamond Moore supports you. Remember, when I get big, remember, I support you. Okay? Remember, come back to the video and be like, Aaliyah Diamond Moore, supports you. If you're out there trying to make your own business, I support you. So I hope, I didn't have like a guideline, so I hope I didn't go too crazy all over the place. But I hope I answered everybody's question. If you have any more questions, please feel free to comment down below. I will respond to any of your questions. I'll leave the link of alabama.com in the description box below. And also, I have actually a couple vendors numbers if you guys would like some. So I'm also going to leave a couple vendor numbers for you guys. I have not tried their hair, but first of all, they're consistent and they always hit me up. So if you guys would like these numbers, I will also leave them in the description box below, so you guys can go ahead and start your own business. I hope I didn't leave anything out. Yeah. Don't be, this is another rule. Please don't be in competition with nobody. A lot of girls are very catty. If they see you doing the same thing they doing, they will get upset. they would hate you just because you want to sell hair just like they're doing doesn't make sense. But they'll hate you. They'll think that they're in competition with you, and that everything you'll do, they'll start doing. It is weird. It's like a crazy obsession. Ignore them. Block and delete them. I suggest block, delete. You don't even have to block. Just delete their ass. Delete them. Ignore them. You're not in competition in no one but yourself. You're in competition with yourself. You compete with yourself, and that's it. You every day you compete with getting better. You know what I mean? And so that's it. I think that's big, because people be so focused on you, or people be focused on other people. They business be jacked the hell up because they too focused on what the hell the next girl doing. And so ignore that. Ignore all negativity, but especially ignore that. And so that being said, I think that was my last tip, y'all. Oh God, I hope I didn't forget anything. When I talk, my head start hurting. I talk too damn much. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, shout me out, shout this video out. No, I'm just kidding. But y'all, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that bell button so y'all can get notifications every time your girl posts. If you guys want to shop any Valentino hair bundles or outfit, click that link below. Good luck. I support you. I am rooting for you, and peace out, y'all.
All I really wanna see is the money. I don't really need a D, I need the money. All a bad bitch need is the money.